What's up everybody, it's Eli here from Treefall Studios, and today I got a short new devlog for you guys talking about all of the changes and enhancements coming to Annihilation. Starting today, we have a brand new version of Annihilation now available on PlayStation 5. So I decided that it would be fun to make a quick devlog style video to show you guys all the new changes and enhancements to this version. Just so you know, everything that's changed and new for the PlayStation 5 version is also going to be changed and enhanced in the Atari VCS version, which should be coming out pretty soon. So let's talk about the coolest change first, and that is the new weapon item that we added to the game. You can now use drones to help you survive the Annihilation. This is the coolest new feature of the game. As you can see, I'm going to put some footage up here on the screen. You now have new UI showing drones up in the top corner, and you can actually buy these from the store as you're surviving through each wave. When you press the L1 button, you throw out a drone. It flies up to about the middle of the screen, and then it will patrol back and forth shooting enemies. It's actually pretty cool. I'm a little bit more advanced in my coding skills now than I was when I originally released this game, so I actually made the drone a little bit more intelligent than the other base defense item counterparts. The auto turrets in the game will just shoot continuously until they run out of bullets, and then they'll turn gray and they'll pop some smoke and then they'll explode. But the cool thing about the drone is it actually patrols back and forth, and as it passes by where the enemies are going to be, that's the only time it shoots. It actually also knows when to stop shooting, and it will not shoot when there are no enemies on the screen between rounds. As you can see, it shoots in 4 different directions, so it can kill enemies to the left, right, on top of it, or below it. It's actually pretty awesome. The number one reason why we added this new item to the game was to give the game a little bit more balance and give you new ways to survive each round. In the old version of the game, you basically needed to save up to get the double pistols, and that was basically the only way to survive. The other items could help you, but it wouldn't really give you an ability to get a perfect score. Now with the drone item being a little bit in between the price of the other items and the pistols, you can now do multiple ways of surviving. You can buy 4 drones, you can buy 1 or 2 drones if you can save up the money, and you can supplement with spike strips and auto turrets and survive that way. Or you can buy 1 drone, make it to the pistols if you're good enough, and do double pistols. So there are a bunch of different ways you can mix and match items, and with having just that 1 additional item in the game, you can now survive and play the game tons of different ways, adding so much new balance to the game, and it makes it so much better. And the drones are just so much fun, and they look so awesome when you have 3 or 4 of them going on the screen at once, shooting enemies in all directions while you're doing your best to clear rows, throwing grenades, and pulling up spike strips. The next thing I want to mention that is enhanced in this version is the UI. We actually fixed a few different things. Well, number one, I added a new loading screen that looks so much better. It's very minimalist, and it has a little bitty animation in the bottom right corner of your character moving back and forth. Also changed the UI in the challenge mode. In challenge mode in the original game, you used to be able to see all of the items, and all of the UI was the same as the single player mode because I just reused it. But it's kind of pointless to have it looking that way because you actually couldn't get any of those items in challenge mode. All you have is a single pistol, and in challenge mode, you have to shoot and not miss your shots in order to gain new ammo packs. So I decided to enhance this version and put new UI on the top right corner of the screen, showing you what your current combo rate is and how many ammo packs you have earned. This helps you understand how well you're performing in challenge mode and shows you what you need to do in order to survive. Also, in this version of the game, there are a few small quality of life changes that I'll just briefly mention. On the title screen menu, you used to have to scroll through the menu buttons by using the D-pad. Now I just added functionality that you can use the control stick or the D-pad, so just small changes here and there make the game much better. Another quality of life improvement is in the draw order of the enemies on the screen. I actually added new code to help the enemies not flash on top of each other as much. When you're getting an overload of enemies and they're flying down the screen, they would all be on the same draw layer. So as they're passing each other, they would be drawing on top of each other and keep switching, and they would kind of look weird. But now there's a randomized code checker that puts them all on a bunch of different layers so that they won't be drawing on top of each other and keep flashing on top of each other. One enemy would just be on top of another enemy. Every once in a while, there might be one overdraw instance, but overall, it makes the game look so much cleaner and more realistic as the enemies are coming down the screen at you. For the final few updates for the game, I made a few small balance changes. I added a couple extra grenades on the harder stages just to make it a little bit more balanced based on difficulty. I also fixed a couple of bugs. There was a weird bug that no one actually found in the original version. If you threw a grenade on the rounds on stage 3 when there was either bugs or serpents coming down, they would not be killed by the grenades, and they would be able to just go right on by the grenade explosion, and no one ever reported that, so I guess no one was using their grenades properly. But I have now fixed that for this enhanced PS5 version, and you can blow up all enemies on stage 3 with your grenades. So overall, this version of the game is just slightly improved. It has new items, new weapons, better UI, some quality of life changes, and bug fixes. And that serpent grenade bug fix is not the only thing that we fixed behind the scenes. I changed up a bunch of the just generic code just to make the game run a little bit better in the background, but that's nothing that you guys would be able to see on your end. The game is going to feel the same as it used to, but things are just a little bit smoother for future versions of the game, or whenever we go to make a sequel of the game, the code base is just a little bit more organized. I hope you guys are looking forward to checking out this enhanced version of Annihilation. If you've never played the game, today is a perfect time to pick up the game on the PlayStation 5. The Atari VCS version is coming soon. I think we're trying to release it on Friday, but I will let you guys know if everything goes forward good with testing, and if not, we might have to delay it just a little bit, but I will let you guys know. Keep up to date on the channel. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, if you want more game development updates like this. You can also join us on Twitter or on our Discord. Before we go, I got to give a huge shout out to everybody who supports Treefall Studios on patreon.com. I couldn't do what I do without you guys. I got to give a huge personal shout out to Carmen Red, Shark and Minnow, PLP, Thomas Stewart, and Ben Josh. Thank you guys for what you do for Treefall Studios on patreon.com. All the patrons will be scrolling up on the screen as well. If you guys are interested in checking out the Patreon page, links will be down in the description below. But alright guys, let me know what you think of Annihilation. Are you excited to check out this new version? I have been extremely busy, so my content upload schedule has been a little bit behind, and I've got new information on new games coming soon, and I can't wait to share it all with you next. We are going to be working on Maze Rising Trials, and I got some more devlogs coming up for that game, so hopefully you're looking forward to that. Let me know in the comments down below. I will see you guys soon. I'll catch you in the next video.